Do you think you can spot one of the greatest blindfolded chess moves ever? Well, grab your blindfolds and let's find out. Hello everyone, welcome to MTX Chess. In this video, I explain one of Magnus Carlsen's best moves, a move that he made blindfolded. In 2007, Magnus had the black pieces against Sergey Karjakin in the Bilbao Blindfold Chess World Cup. This game is from before Magnus became world champion when he was just 16. Sergey Karjakin, who had the white pieces in this game, was only 17 when the game was played, but both players already had ratings close to 2,700. After 18 moves, the two young grandmasters reached the position shown on the board. Here, Karjakin thought he could pick off a pawn with rook takes h7, but this was a mistake. Magnus's next move wins instantly. Pause the video and see if you can find the winning move for Magnus. So if you found that move, congratulations. Magnus played the brilliantly sneaky castle kingside. And you may be thinking in this position, is it even legal for black to castle kingside? Don't forget that any time the two squares that your king are traveling to are not under attack or under control by an opposing piece, and neither pieces have moved, you can castle kingside. So yes, even though the rook is under attack, this is a legal move. So after castle kingside, the problem for white is that two pieces are under attack. But white can only make one move, and they can't move both pieces. For instance, if Sergey were to move this knight back, then the rook would fall. And if you go back, if Sergey were to move, for instance, like the rook to h6, then the knight would fall. And in this position right here, you might be thinking, well, if the knight comes to h6, won't white win the piece back with this fork right here on the king and bishop? The problem with this is that after king h7, this rook can't capture the bishop because white's back rank is so darn weak. Black's going to win in this position with rook f1 checkmate. So there's a couple problems for white after castle's kingside, and this is why it's such a brilliant move. It exploits the fact that black can simultaneously attack two of white's pieces, and the fact that because white never developed their knight, their first rank is incredibly weak. So how did Sergey respond in this position? Well, he played knight a3. He figured that if he had to pick between the knight and the rook, he would rather just open up this file so it could be protected and get this rook into the game. A smart move. So how did the game continue? Magnus took the knight, and Karjakin moved his rook to safety. After both players kind of maneuvered around in the endgame, Magnus was able to double Karjakin's pawns. And here you can see what Magnus is doing is he's doubling up on this F file with the goal of eventually controlling this 7th rank, which is something that is so important in the endgame. You can also see that Magnus has really made a very strong kind of fortress here with their pawns and bishop, which has completely neutralized white's rooks. After g3, black continues by just completely and utterly dominating the 7th rank here. And once Magnus gets control of the 7th rank, the threat of rook takes h2 checkmate is imminent. The only thing Karjakin can do is check the black king, which he does, but at a certain point he runs out of check. Magnus escapes his king to safety. White has no more checks, and it was in this position on move 34 that Karjakin resigned the game. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this video. This was truly an awesome move, and how sweet that it happened during a blindfold game between two young GMs who would eventually come to dominate chess as they entered their prime. Let me know in the comments below if you think Magnus is the best player of all time. To those of you who have liked and subscribed, thank you so much. Don't forget to share these videos with your friends and help our chess community grow. New content coming every week. You won't want to miss it. See you guys next time.